Luke, through to second round of the FA Cup. What do you make of that?
Well, I thought Crawley were brilliant. I thought they were absolutely brilliant. I think they deserve also, I think, to be in the hat. Because I think both teams created probably enough chances to win the game each. But they were superb. They made it really, really very difficult for us. And I was disappointed really with the overall performance because I thought we lacked bite tonight. I thought we lacked when the ball was in a 50-50 position. I don't think we were convincing enough, and then I think we were sloppy at times with trying to smooth the game when the ball is in a compromised position and you need to put your body there and take a really good touch and make a really clean pass to bring the team into control. We didn't do that well enough, and then we struggled to have the courage to build up from the goalkeeper. So I didn't really enjoy the performance overall, but I enjoyed the attitude of the players to try and win the game, even though I didn't think overall a lot of players played particularly well, but they still looked like when we had a chance to go forward, had the desire to run forward, and then for the most part I think the defenders defended the box, and I think if they didn't defend the box it could have been a disaster because too many times we missed tackles on the edge of the box, too many times we missed tackles in the wide positions, and then we're relying on three guys really and the goalkeeper to get us out of trouble, and they've done that. I think I'm worried about Aidan Baldwin's going to have early onset dementia. He headed the ball so many times. It's not fair. He needs to be. But listen, it's a team. They're a brilliant squad of guys, and there's times when players at the back didn't play so well, and players in front of them got them out of trouble. They've done that. So, no, I'm pleased that we're through. I think the game was very, very tough, and I think the opposition was brilliant. So, overall, I should be more pleased. But I want to see every time we're on the pitch, we're in the stripes, and we have the bite and we have that as a basic thing that we have always retained that. I think that's the only gripe. Was that one question you asked me?
That was one question, yeah. The game was very open in large parts. I imagine that you're not best pleased with a game that has that sort of feel to it.
Yeah, I think this is interesting because I think really I need to give some context because the opposition are causing huge problems because they build up brilliant and they have players in very aggressive positions, attacking positions. And so in a game like this, really, when you take control of the ball and you need to build up really carefully and then you need to try and stem the flow of counter-attack, you can't play if you play sloppy and turn the ball over in a position where you're neither attacking the box nor building up from your own defensive third. You turn the ball over somewhere in the middle of the pitch when your deck is all on the table, is scattered. I think both teams were guilty of that, to be honest. I think both teams played in a really aggressive way in terms of positioning and players in advanced positions. And I think probably both teams struggled to really grab control of the game and suffocate the other team. It ended up too many large spells of the game of basketball.
When you concede within the first 3 minutes, what were you feeling? Were you fearing the worst possibly at that point then?
Yeah, I was, because the first couple of exchanges we looked very good, but we had the ball. And then the next few exchanges we don't have the ball and we miss 1, 2, 3 tackles. Then we don't quite get the body in the right position to defend correctly, and then we suffer a goal. So then you think, okay, this could be a long afternoon if we're gonna be half a team that comes to life with the ball, and then a team that falls asleep without the ball. So I was worried, but the response was brilliant. So I should be grateful for that.
Do you think you've maybe seen a different side of quality to your players this afternoon? Because you're saying that you're not maybe best pleased with how they maybe played football, how you'd like to play, but they've managed to sort of dig deep, find resilience and character in good places of the game to then end up winning it.
Are you telling me to cut them slack?
No, I wouldn't say so.
Okay. No, I think your point is a very valid one, and I always need to make sure that the players know how much respect I have for them, because to go behind and then to fight back, and then the game is level again, and you have to try to throw everything forward to get in front again in the late stages. So yeah, I'm really impressed again with them, because let's be honest, I've been with this group and they've won a lot of games. So I'm very impressed with so much of the characteristics of them, but I always would prefer them to make a performance certainly that doesn't involve a goal against, and a performance that involves lots of opportunities for us to score. And let's say we done half of that.
One omission from the starting 11, of course, is Matty Palmer. Awful news, out for the season. What's your reaction to that?
Devastation, really, because I think the people that follow Knots know that I pick Matty a lot, almost every game, because he is so robust. You know, sound crazy now because he's injured, but you know, I think in the time he's been at Knots, he's barely missed a training session, barely missed a game, and I think of course we know he's a superb footballer. Let's just say that we all accept that. But then after that, he gives a different rhythm to the team, in my opinion, and I'm the one who picks the team, so I think he gives us a different rhythm, because when we make changes, there is always Matty Palmer, and he always, like a ball machine, he takes the ball under pressure, pass the ball, looks after you the way he passes the ball, left foot, right foot. There's no problem to try and give him the ball on this side of his body, that side of his body, because he's like untrappable. And then, you know, he runs like half marathon every game. You know, he's in the build-up with the goalkeeper, and then he's on the edge of the box to try to make an action to finish. So he's been an incredible player for me, and I'm really very upset for him. But he's a tough guy, and he will come back, and I'm sure he's gonna feature in a Knots shirt again and make a timely recovery.
What's the plan now in that midfield? Because even if you had a squad of 50, there'd be a Matty Palmer hole in that midfield now. So what's the plan now? Yeah,
that's a good way to put it. I think we need to accept. Let's not try and find like a Matty Palmer replacement, because he's not there. So the team will have other players with different characteristics that they will try to give us the same outcome they would do with their individual quality, and with some help from myself and the staff. We try to give them the ideas, and somebody will fill those big boots, and we will move on, because that's football, unfortunately. But yes, we are unlikely to see a player as similar as Matty. But yeah, we will do what we need to do to try and make sure we have a healthy balance of the squad.
Only named 5 on the bench today. I guess that's just because of numbers, really, is that?
Yeah, and I think I can put more young players there, but I want the young players to have to be outstanding in the. So you look at young Charlie Gill and Madhu. They've been, I think, in my opinion, when I've seen them train with the first team a lot, they train brilliant, and when I see them play for the second team, they look very, very good over a long period of time. So they deserve to be there, and when they go in the dressing room, they already overcame the first time, which is the really tough one. So they're not in there so nervous and not sure how to act around the other guys. They're there now. So I don't want to put somebody and they feel like they have an opportunity that maybe they didn't quite earn. And there's a lot of guys doing really, really well, and there's probably one or two that are on loan that probably would have been on there. So now we have the bodies, but I want it to be something that is very, very difficult to achieve, so that when you do achieve it, you appreciate and you feel, okay, I know I deserve this. I've been good for a long time. I've been the best player on the pitch in a lot of games in the second team. So now I earned to be here. And when you invest that much, I think, and you arrive there, you appreciate, okay, we have to go again. The work starts again. But that was the only reason. Now I'm happy with that. And I think, you know, all the guys came on. So it shows that I have the trust and I believe in them. So, yeah, no problems. We can put more young players. We have them there. But I decided, it's my decision, that I'm going to keep the group more strong in terms of ones that have been there more.
And I guess that even if you have got a maybe slightly smaller squad compared to other teams at the minute, when you've got the likes of like the goal scorers today, Dan Crowley, David McGould, Dick McCoy, Langstaff, who were just, the goals themselves were just so classy, weren't they?
Yeah. I mean, look, they're fantastic players for the level, and they produced again in a sticky performance. But you cannot switch off. The opposition cannot switch off for one moment because they have their quality. So yeah, that was lovely to see, and Macca was very disappointed not to start, but he limped a little bit in training the other day, and he had a cut on the back of his foot, and so he's a little bit wrapped up in cotton wool. But then he comes on, and he's just ferocious when he comes on and scores a Langstaff goal.
Any preference on who you want for round two?
No preference. Hopefully not too far travelling would be nice, but no, it's a privilege to be in the cup now, so we have to play whoever we get drawn.